gonna wait until we finish his sandwich.
And we're live. Okay.
And we're live.
All right. Episode 49, like the 49ers.
49ers.
To be
Nice.
Nick
title.
D, Jarvis
Welcome.
Jerry, all the way live
boop, bop,
from
boop.
New York City. And Jerry just caught the title. This week, we're going to start the show off with something a little bit different. But first off, we have a sponsor for this evening. Not really a sponsor, but me and Nick used to always do this with the episodes. Jerry, tell me if I'm not talking into the mic. Just school me, you know?
Mhm.
Sound great?
New mic setup, everyone. New mic setup. Tonight's special
Ballin'.
drink was something that Jerry found first, I think here in California when he was here last weekend.
Mhm.
It is
Mhm.
Coke Move limited
Limited edition.
edition. I'm going to crack this bad boy open.
I think I drank half of mine that night because I was gonna say like, oh yeah, I just remembered. I was like, I had one,
It's got an odor.
but I think I drank it that night.
A crazy amount of sugar.
Oh, really? So I'm gonna,
Let's see that nutritional thing when you get a second here. Go ahead and take that sip though.
Yeah, take that sip.
240. What are we doing? We got 65 carbs. Added sugar is 129%. I can't see the actual 65. Actually, 65 is not too bad compared to other Cokes. Oh no, well it's two.
It's like 85 or
65
something.
twice. Yeah.
I'm not even going to drink.
So-
I'm only going to drink half once Jerry said that sugar comment.
I think it's like 130 grams of sugar, which
Yeah, it's wild.
well,
I don't want to
yeah,
be
I'm
up all
drinking it.
night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't remember what it tastes like, but I remember thinking like, oh, that's not what I expected. You know what's it tastes very
Skittles.
different than the Starlight. Oh
I-
yeah, like Skittles.
I think they're going
Is that
for
what you said?
cotton candy, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of the theme, right? That's why it turns pink to the red logo. And I taste it, but what I taste is knockoff cotton candy. Not actual cotton candy, but things that are supposed to be flavored like cotton candy.
Yeah,
I taste that.
Mhm.
which
Okay.
is weird because it's just sugar. Cotton candy is literally just sugar, so it's weird that they're like, how do we recreate?
Sugar.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing.
So rating? Would you do it again?
Let me
Do you
let me.
hope it becomes a
I gotta drink-
non-limited edition?
I gotta drink a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
more. I don't know if what
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
last one we drank, Nick, at your house. That was the Cokes.
Was it Starlight? It might have been
Starlight?
Starlight.
It must
Yeah.
have been. I think I
That,
like
that was very synonym.
from
Yeah, that
first
one.
taste.
Yeah.
I think this one, it's more sugary. I kind of like it better, but let me finish it and then I'll really give you a full review.
Yeah.
It's very cotton candy. The more I like my taste buds right now.
Yeah.
Another thing we're gonna do, and this will kind of lead into our other first subject. I'm not telling anyone for now on when we record.
Love it.
We've gotten to the point. We're on episode 49. Our close friends, Sadu included, should already have his notifications on. So it is now on him to realize we have it.
Yeah.
And if
And
you,
we are we acknowledge that we're throwing you a curveball. It's now a Wednesday. So now we're like, okay,
This week
we've
was.
had yeah. And so we are just like, who's really the faithful on our 49th episode? You
Yeah.
know,
yeah,
who's really out there
Yeah.
checking notifications?
so far it's scrambles, which is Jerry. So not looking good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, we're gonna get into the Jerry wedding thing. That is what our first topic is, Jerry, and the episode is named that. But a lot of people were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" You know, and I'd say, "Oh, we do this. I do this with Jerry. Oh, I talk to Jerry. We do this." And they're like, "Oh, you do that? Like, where's that at?" And it's like, dudes, if I'm incorrect, Jerry, this is literally the YouTube channel we started after our original YouTube channel was taken down. That
Yeah,
that
This
would
is the
mean
one.
that this YouTube channel has been going since 08-ish. Can you could check that, can't you?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
What year does it say?
Let's go to the about.
11.
the
11.
Yeah.
So
11.
not 08. I guess we took a break there for a moment. I think I was disappointed with the circumstances that had
Yeah, I
happened.
think it took you a minute. Yeah.
I also think that we didn't get deleted till maybe 10. I think it was a couple years after Worthless because then we were doing the videos at the house. So do we review the clay animation stuff? We were doing some other stuff
Yeah.
that was on the channel at the time.
Yeah,
Jared,
there were because there was that. I mean, obviously but there was that minute where everything was ran through the website, right? Like I remember,
but it
my
was
home
on. It was
screen
hosted on
OVerShow.
YouTube. It was hosted on
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
and then put on the OVerShow.com. The Davilas in Seattle, Liz in LA, Coachellin,
Coachellin, yeah. The bus.
S My SD with Addie going to San Diego. There was a lot of video. There was series of videos coming out, and they were all on
Yeah.
the old channel. So that I guess 2011 makes sense. And then we actually didn't re-upload all the videos. Actually, a ton of videos are missing. I think Coachellin's up there. Davila Bros in Seattle is up there. McMasher's LA trip is up there. Just cruising through a few of the oversnows. Point being, a bunch of the videos did get re-uploaded, but this has been the channel since before Hello Grip was even a thing. So
Yeah. Great Kitty Escape.
Great
Something
Kitty Escape,
mayhem.
something mayhem. That's claymation, totally, Jerry. Point being, I told a bunch of them, hey, this is where we do it. You guys should come on in, check out the live. It's usually just like Sadu and Addie and sometimes Beaks. That's pretty much who we do this show for. But if you are listening right now, the way you can
Woodside video has 100,000 views.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking around? No, really.
No. Yeah. Here.
What video?
The Woodside Scooter Weekend 2011.
Oh, Woodward.
Woodward. Yeah.
The
bad.
Woodside was the one with Austin on his BMX bike, and the bike disappears, or he disappears. Do you remember that, Jerry? I thought you meant that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My bad. Misread
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Woodward.
Yeah, LA Street Jam 3069, Sacramento Street Jam 60. I mean, the scooter stuff was really killing it, and then all that obviously got moved on over to the Hella Grip channel.
Mm-hmm.
The most popular recent video was 2.3 Set Your Goals Gilman, and that's 2016 even. Yeah. But yeah, what I was gonna say is you could turn on subscribe, turn on notifications, and then you'll be up to date, and you can listen to the three of us jibber jabber about dumb shit.
Stuff.
Yeah, stuff. There you go, Jerry. Better way to put it. So I just wanted to get that one out of the way, and then we got our first thing. I had it pulled up, and now I've totally screwed myself. It's loading.
It was meant to be a dry run, and now I've got something of a mess on my hands. Arrested Development.
All right.
Which
Loading.
episode?
It's where Tobias is explaining. Oh, where it's with is it the first time he goes blue? Where he's like, I blew myself.
Mm,
So I want I want to say that's season 1, or is that a season 2 thing when he becomes a blue man drummer? What is it called? Blue? Is that what it's called? Blue Man Group?
Blue Man Group.
yeah.
Blue Man Group. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Watch
right.
stream.
Now, Jerry, I just threw the few photos that I shot into a timeline with a couple of the clips. We don't have to watch all of Nick's speech. It is in there. It is a majority of that video. We'll skip over it, but I did put it in
Yeah, we
there.
don't need to watch all the speech.
And
Yeah,
this is
okay.
also unlisted, but I did it for our own show.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to leave
Hell
this on the
yeah.
YouTube channel or make it public. This was just for us.
Hell
So,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
This is awesome.
So I did. Yeah.
I've got that sign, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll put that somewhere.
That was the sign we had to go back and get after the dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick, the wedding was amazing. Jerry came out. He had his wedding out here in the East Bay, which mad props to Jerry for having his wedding in the hometown. Got to start it off with that, because the more I thought about it,
Yeah.
no one's had their wedding actually in the East Bay. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
no one. And New
Yeah.
York Jerry comes all the way out here to have the wedding in the East Bay. I mean, that's just something special. And a lot of OVerShow alumni, quite a few OVerShow alumni there. I'd say like close to almost everyone that counts was definitely there. So that was awesome.
It was great.
Very
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Does
Yeah.
that inspire you to get a Camp TOS going this year?
That
Was there one last year?
That was a hot topic, Nick D. That was a hot
Yeah.
topic. And I do want to mention, since Nick D brought it up, that we did not go on a Camp TOS in the last few years. There seems to be
Few
some...
years. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
few
yeah.
years.
We haven't gone since the world shut down. We're not supposed to say those words, so we won't go into deets.
Yeah.
But we haven't had an official Camp TOS since the world shut down. We did go camping last year, the weekend before Addie left to go to Seattle.
Nice.
That was not a Camp TOS. That was me and the McNaughton Bros.
Hell yeah.
And it was because Addie wanted to go camping one last time before he moved to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you guys go?
The same place,
Oh, okay.
which I think was what the misunderstanding was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T. Chasey still says that we went, and he is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not juiced.
Yeah, he is wrong. We are talking about bringing back Camp TOS. It's crazy because it made it since like 04 all the way up till the world shut down.
Yeah.
So it had a
Yeah, that's
long,
wild.
consistent run there.
Now the next one has to be like Burning Man level. You gotta go crazy on this one.
I actually think Nick it's going to go a different direction. It sounds like they want to bring the family and kids.
Oh, that's
that.
adorable.
You know what I mean by
That's
that.
the move. Yeah, that's the move, dude.
Yeah, that's,
That's the move. Yeah.
I personally don't care. That would be cool. Sure, why not?
Everyone bring a bunch of lawn games and food. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that sounds lovely.
To me, it's just getting the all the dudes and ladies
Yeah.
together.
And that's how you make it happen. If it's a family thing that everyone can attend, then that's how you make it happen.
Yeah, sure. I'm in. Do what we got to
Yeah.
do. That was a big conversation. Multiple people brought it up to me at Jerry's wedding. What's up with that? So we will see. Maybe it will happen. Maybe we'll bring back Camp TOS. I'd say, we'll do a live one from Camp TOS, but I don't think that's happened. That's almost impossible. But yeah,
Satellite phones.
satellite phones.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, we could just go into like a Starbucks parking lot or something right quick. You know what I mean?
You're really not close to nothing, Nick D.
Oh, is it out there?
It's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's out there. Yeah, like you're a hot minute from definitely from a Starbucks.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, let's just get the video going and then we can tell some stories
Let's do
once
it.
the video's going. There's no
Yeah.
sound. Most of it's photos.
Hell yeah.
Wait, can I? Whoa, what? What the fuck? Oh, I guess that doesn't work. My bad. Start over. It's really falling apart here. Okay, so this is the night before. Fats had a lot to drink, and that spoon is made out of chocolate.
That spoon was awesome. Yeah. That was cool looking.
The guy said everything was edible, and I said even the glass, it's made of sugar, and it was not.
I hope there's a shot of him just
Biting
his
it.
mouth open.
Yeah. So there's Fats, and then there's this photo Jerry got of
That's
me.
a great
Oh,
photo.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great photo.
You're tying your shoe.
I was tying my shoes, and I look up, and Jerry's shooting a photo of me from his table. Yep, that happened.
Classic.
And here's Jerry's little speech. Literally, I have like 5 clips on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. There was I don't know, Jerry, you weren't here for this. I think you had already gone to read your letter to Karina.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that, man, people were starting to show up, and everyone could just see my penis as I was peeing. And I told Nick D, dude, I can't do this. This is awkward as hell. And we discussed what we were going to do about it. And I came up with this concept where I grabbed my suit bag, jammed it up in there, just to give me and Nick a little more privacy if we needed to pee or poop.
That bathroom was not
That's
thought
why
out
we
at
do
all.
it.
No,
Yeah,
that bathroom
that's
was
weird.
very stupid. And I saw Cameron walking by, not while I was peeing, but I saw him walking by that window.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like,
And
all right.
you're full on display, like
dude,
like, it's,
like just
yeah,
standing there.
Yeah.
It was awkward as hell.
And it was like by the main path. Like it's like the path they're gonna
Yeah.
send everyone down.
Yeah.
Like where they enter from.
The place that was phenomenal. One of the coolest locations I've been to for a wedding, especially being in the East Bay. But that part was just like this bathroom was not
Weird.
thought through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to do that. Wanted to make sure you guys all saw that.
I wonder what it was originally.
This is the only photo, Jerry, I think I got really of us. And that's just me in the corner right here.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. That was startling. Oh my god.
The
dude.
real for some reason when I really like honestly when you guys were like, you guys hopping on Discord, I was finishing this up and I didn't really go back through to resize any of the photos. This photo's actually or vertical, but for some reason the iPhoto or iVideo it like made it weird.
I like it.
Yeah. I thought Karina was gonna catch on fire. I really did.
Same here.
I busted out my phone, and you can tell Karina, I just wanted to make sure if she did catch on fire, I was going to get it on tape.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not close enough to jam through everybody to even pour water on her. It would have to be like Scott.
Yeah, no, Scott, Flo, and I would have had it.
Yeah,
We were ready.
yeah. That you guys were sitting a little bit closer, so if she did need to be drenched, it would have been on them. So of course, you know me. I bust out my phone, just like, well, I got to get the clip if she does catch on fire here.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
There's my table. These are the people I sat with.
That's a great picture.
You got Casey.
That it looks like Sadu looks like a gangster in that picture. That is an amazing.
Yeah, everyone's
shot of
wearing coats and stuff in this. Looking
Yeah.
very Italian mafioso here.
Yeah.
Casey, Sadizzle, Fats, and of course the celebrity of the day, Mr. Mark Smalls.
Did
Live.
you guys use the disposable camera on the table?
Someone did. I didn't, but I saw that it was a thing, and I did see people grab it. Yeah.
Nah, you could see in the photo. I have my camera right there.
That's what made me think of it.
Yeah, I shot.
It was either Sadu or Simone. Someone was messing with it. Someone was. I don't know.
I
Maybe
shot
it was
a
Franz.
few photos with my camera, Jerry. I didn't even kill the roll, mainly because the times I wanted to shoot photos, your photographers were on top of it. They were doing a fantastic job. And the issue with that is my camera has a flash that just goes off. And my worst nightmare would be I shoot a photo, they shoot a photo, they catch my flash in their photo, so then it blows it out. And then when they look at it, they're like, what asshole was shooting photos off when we're trying to get this up? Like when you guys were doing your dance, I was really like, I was trying to time it and shit, like, okay. But I'd also had a few to drink, so it was very difficult. I apologize.
Dude, you were amazing that night. You were on top of everything.
I took this photo, and I really hope it comes out, and if it does, we'll show it here on the stream. I made T. Chasey turn around like this from his dinner table. It's during your first dance, and then you guys are in the distance, but T. Chasey's looking back at the camera hella awkwardly.
Hell yeah.
I really hope that. I took some weird photos. We'll see if they turn out.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Cool to have that one.
Also, real quick, Nick D would be on the other side of Smalls. He's not featured. Nick was moving and shaking a lot that night, being the best man that he was.
Wasn't there someone else in between Smalls and I?
No, it was you.
Oh, maybe it's just the way the table was set up.
To go through my whole table, it's Casey on this side. Max is on my other side from Fortnite fame.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Max is over there. Okay,
Max
I was gonna say, wasn't that next to Max?
Chelsea?
Yeah, Kelsey.
Kelsey. My bad.
Yeah.
Max, Kelsey, Scott, Florence, yourself, Smalls, Fat, Sadu, Casey, me.
Max, Kelsey, Scott, Florence, me, Smalls, Simone, Sadu, Casey.
That was our table.
Jared, can you do it?
Yeah, Max, Kelsey, Casey, Sadu, Fats.
No.
It's all right.
Nice try, though. Nice try.
It's all right.
2 out of 3.
You just put us at the tables. You didn't know how we were going to sit, so that's acceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
And real quick, one last story, too, about the table situation. Back to Jerry's photographers killing it. Jerry's photographers were making him go table to table. Him and Karina, table to table. They were meeting and greeting. Our table had just fallen apart. There was literally only Max and Kelsey were sitting there. Max makes eye contact with him. He's like, dude, they're coming around taking photos for the tables. We got to get everybody. And then I, quite a few drinks deep, was just running around. And I got to do. I told Nick and Fats and fucking Smalls to come back. They told me bring everyone to them. Nonsense. Casey, I saw her somewhere. I make eye contact with Jerry. I tell Jerry the situation, and Jerry just goes, dude, it does not matter. If they're not here, F them, you know? And then I was like, okay. But I still wanted Nick. I was like, I got to find Nick.
Yeah.
So I was like, Max, call Nick.
And I think I was even with like Scott and Florence and Sadu.
No,
Florence.
No, Sadu was already back. You were with Scott. Florence was talking to your cousins.
Oh, okay.
To her sisters.
Smalls was the last one there. Smalls and Fats were the last one.
No, Scott. Scott was the last one.
Okay.
Scott was the very last one. I think he was still having a drink or something. I don't know.
I think when on our way back, he went to look for Florence, not realizing that she was already.
Yeah. But the end of that story is we got everyone back to the table. We got our photo with Jerry and Karina. I'm sure the photo's going to be epic. Can't wait to see it. All right.
Yeah,
now this is Nick D's speech. I got to first off say we practiced this a lot, me and Nick D. He absolutely killed it. Shut it down as far as I'm concerned. Shut it down. Dude. It was a fabulous speech. We'll just play a few seconds of it, and then we'll skip ahead.
Look how pale I look.
It's the lighting, Nick. It's all right. Laughs.
Nice. And then look at this camera work right here. You're on it. And then now she gets in the way, and you're like, nope.
I try to readjust.
Yeah, exactly. You're on it, dude. You're on it. Yeah. You are on it. Oh, dude, I got to save that flower. I think that flower is still literally on
I put it in my freezer.
Coat. Yeah. Mine's probably withered. Actually.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, I want to go check that right now, actually.
Go, Nick. You got to check it. We'll watch more of your speech while you're gone. You'll watch more of your speech while you're gone. A little hiccup. Not bad, though. You know, a little hiccup.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly. Smooth recovery.
Nick was hyped off this part. He knew it was going to be the big laugh. He knew it, too. He's like, dude, this is where I hope to get the laughs, bro. So, like, he did, too, which is, like, exactly. I thought it could go one of two ways, personally. I was like, this could go one of two ways, dude. It went the way that, the good way, I guess, so.
Yeah.
Are they going to...
Oh, you know what's interesting?
Bill you for the needles?
I just realized no one can hear this. Fuck off.
Oh, perfect.
It's just us hearing this.
I was going to say,
they're just seeing the video.
They don't want to hear this. Still got it.
You know what I'm saying, Chair? Because I didn't do the audio from this. Whatever. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So there you go, Nick. We only get to hear your speech. They just get to see the video. Yeah.
That's perfect.
All right. Well, we'll skip ahead now. Now I know that especially. Okay.
Yeah.
The ending.
Great speech.
The ending was really good. Okay. Jesus. That was majority. Okay. They're drinking. Jerry's drinking. Look at that. Maybe that was water.
I think it was.
Did you have drinks at the table? Oh, yeah. Champagne.
I had.
That was like the longest I got to talk to Karina. Right there. Like that the whole day. This right there was the longest I saw her.
I was trying to sit back down.
Classic right there. That should be the thumbnail for the episode.
I didn't put the first dance in.
That's a great
Damn,
picture.
I had the first dance and then also panned to TJC.
That's a great picture.
It's on the OVerTheShow Instagram. Yeah, the OVerTheShow Instagram. Yeah. So that picture.
Oh, dude, I almost didn't make this one.
Wait, is the other one here? Wait. Oh, wait. Dude, hella stuff's missing. Damn. Wow, that's a bummer, bro. The photo of Jerry and
nice.
Cameron.
You had the Bob Ross in there.
I got a photo of Jerry and Cameron, which is special to me because me and Jerry talked about how we didn't get a photo of Jerry and Cameron at the Cameron wedding. So I wanted to make sure we got the Jerry Cameron photo at this wedding. I like this one, especially because Jerry and Cameron just had this like surprised look on their face. And then
that is a great picture.
Spence Money pulled up, and we got that one. You can see Juice in the background, and here's the
and to do.
Here's the whole crew. Look at that. Like, I mean, that's like almost you got everybody in this one for the most part. I don't think we missed maybe missing somebody, but yeah, I mean that's the whole crew right there. Corey shot the photo, so she's not in it. Yeah. Pretty awesome right there. I got Maxwell in there. Made sure to get Maxwell.
Yeah.
This is the after party.
Oh, at Artie's.
At the classic Artie's.
Party.
Dude, I hadn't been to Artie's in so long.
You could tell it was the end of the night. And then, yeah, to end it, I went to Jerry's with Nick D, or their parents' house, to get Nick's clothes so he could change. And I was walking around the house while no one was around, and I noticed this painting, and I instantly knew. I didn't even need to see the little initials in the bottom. I knew, oh, wow, Jerry painted this. This is for sure a Jerry. And I have to say, dude, it's damn good knockoff, bro. It's so similar. It's crazy to me. Like, I couldn't believe how really good it is, man. Like, honest to God. I was like, wow.
That mountain, it just, like, grabs your eye. Like, it's just like, God, I love that mountain.
You could say it was Bob Ross, and I would have been like, oh, shit, really?
Yeah, oh, that's an original Bob Ross. Yeah.
Like, oh, it's his early work or something, you know what I mean? Like, I would have totally been like, oh, for sure.
Yeah, I wish I could do another one, or have the space to do another one and not get paint everywhere.
Do it digitally on that iPad.
Yeah, I feel that's why I started messing with that. You gotta figure that out. Figure out those, like, brushes.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry.
Do you have Procreate? What are you using?
Just Adobe.
Oh, that's right.
So that was my little wedding video that I slapped together.
Love it, dude.
I guess I missed.
That was dope.
I missed 2 photos, or a video and a photo, the Cameron photo and your guys' first dance. I have to say, your first dance, of course, meant a lot to me because not only I feel like was that your first dance, but I've always felt like that was our song, Jerry, because we used to listen to it on like repeat.
Yeah.
And it's like
Deep Cut Chili Peppers.
Dude, that's my favorite Chili Pepper song. Jerry turned me on to it as well. I'm sure that's the same reason Karina had picked it.
Yeah, they've only played it like live like once or twice or something. It's like pretty lame.
We've been waiting all of our lives to see that live.
Yeah, I know.
And we still are.
Yeah.
But man, that meant the world, bro. All of it was so cool. I think Karina's the best person for you to marry. I'm gonna say all of this live on the show, so it's documented. This is gonna be my speech. Honest to God, bro.
I love it.
Yeah. Nick, you like this? My speech is on the OVerTheShow live show.
I love it. I love it. That's absolutely.
It only makes sense. It only makes sense for it to be here.
I love it.
But I think, honest to God, Jerry, you moving to New York. I said this to Ambrose when I saw him last night. I was telling him about it. Jerry moving to New York was the best thing for Jerry. Straight up. You be sitting here with us, on the couch not doing shit. Instead, you move to New York with a beautiful woman. You get an awesome job in the music industry that you always talked about wanting to get. And you're crushing it. You're crushing it. So, I mean, mad props to Karina for turning you into the man we needed you to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Nick D? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And welcome Karina to the family. She's now officially a part of the OVerShow through marriage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I'm sure she's
Has she started thinking about tattoos yet? She's got to get the OVerShow tattoo now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe show her a segment, which segment she likes the best, and then maybe the Zoom ball to the nuts.
Okay. Yeah.
That might be a good one.
She get a whole back piece like Seduce style, puke and slide.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Tackin' fan? I don't know.
Tackin' fan.
Yeah. But no, seriously, man. I really mean all that, dude. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm super proud of you, G. And like I being included with you and Nick, which is crazy because here's the show and it was the three of us were in the wedding party or whatever. Special. It was felt very special. I was honored, super honored to be a part of that.
Me too.
I mean, yeah, definitely wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else. So,
yeah,
thank both of you for being there and doing all that. 'Cause I know
thanks for having
a
us.
lot of stuff we had to do, the scheduling and.
But now it is funny that now that it's over, it did all go so smoothly
and fast.
Like it all just did. Yeah. It just kind of
super fast.
Yeah, definitely
made it through it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that's the other crazy thing is the wedding day itself just so rapid fire. But
it's like like I know that's like a cliche about weddings, and it's like I feel like I have very few memories of the day. Just because it was always like I was like, I'm sorry, man, I got to go do something really quick to like everybody. Like it was just like it was just so much emotion that it's like, oh yeah, like I kind of remember dinner, I kind of remember giving the speech.
Yeah. I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once I had that first glass of champagne, and once the lady told me that me and Julia were done, and it was just family photos.
Yeah.
I down.
Like,
I don't know if you saw Jerry, but like, because I was like, the wedding party had gone in the back, and we were drinking champagne and having little appies. The minute they said that, I just downed that champagne.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because I was a nervous wreck. I hope I didn't ruin any of Karina's photos with just looking like a stone cold soldier there. Like I was just
it looks cool.
Face.
Like that's what we needed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was also why we wanted to do the wedding party early, so that way you guys could like be done after the ceremony, catch your breath for a second before having to do everything else again.
Worked out perfectly.
It was tons of fun. Can't wait for all the pictures. And like Karina's family started sending us pictures, my mom did, so it'll be cool to see everything. I
got a couple from Uncle Lex. Yeah, I'll put them in the group chat.
I got nothing. Everything you saw was what I just showed you.
I didn't take any pictures. Yeah. I didn't take a single picture.
Yeah. Addie asked me, he's like, "You got photos?" I was like, "No, dude. I really wasn't." Normally, as we all know, I'm pretty on top of it.
Like doing that stuff. It's like I had my phone on me. It just never had it out to take the actual picture. So
there was a lot of people to talk to from the OVerTheShow family. I didn't get to talk to anyone from New York. I still feel bad about that. I know Jerry's gonna say I don't need to. I do. I didn't get to talk to Lexi or Julia after the wedding part separated. I only saw Julia when we had to walk out together again, and had like a brief conversation with her at that point. Oh, and then when I came up to Nick, which at this point I was really feeling it, and I was like, "Dude, you killed it on the speech." I looked over and Lexi was standing there, and I made eye contact. I was like, "You killed it too!" And and she was like, "Yeah, thank you." And that was it. That's the last time I talked to Lexi too. But yeah, man, quite a wedding, dude. You put on the show.
It was
a lot
of fun.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
It was a lot of fun. Glad everybody made it, and got to see everyone. A lot of Tahoe people I hadn't seen in years, so that was super cool seeing them all. Special shout out to Kev.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Kevin, Cameron.
Yeah.
But
dude, he was bummed. I do have to say.
Yeah.
I FaceTimed him when we were at Artie's, so Nick D saw him that night.
That's true. Yeah.
And it was like 4 a.m. their time, right? And I just kept calling him, Jerry. I just kept FaceTiming him while I was sitting at Artie's, and finally he picked up. I don't know what he said, because it was so loud in Artie's.
It was so loud. Yeah, he was just waving. Because it's like he couldn't hear us. We couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I just showed him everybody. But then he did call me the next morning to wish me a happy birthday, and we did talk for like a good hour or something like that. And I filled him in on everything. I think he feels real bad about it, but yeah, he's a biatch for that one.
No, it's just a thing to forever
hold against him. Yeah, I agree.
Tease him about.
Yeah, it's funny.
The only other thing I wanted to mention. Little Coke Zero. Sorry. Just to point this out, because this is the OVerTheShow show. Cameron did say he's gonna get his OVerTheShow tattoo. So let's put it here on the record that Cameron has mentioned it, and that's crazy. I was totally taken back by that comment by him. Love to see it, but we will see.
Hey, chat. He's a firefighter.
Mhm.
He likes dogs. He's married to a teacher.
Yep.
And cats. Doesn't he have shirts with his cats on it?
Oh yeah, he has
Socks.
Cats.
Yeah.
Oh, was it socks?
So,
Yeah.
What do you think he should get for his tattoo? Leave a comment, chat.
Leave a tattoo suggestion in the comments. Like and subscribe.
I mean, the funniest would be if it was an outline of a penis,
That'd be fitting.
and then it had like the OVerTheShow on the shaft. I
That'd be good.
don't
Pretty
know
fitting.
why. I don't know why. It just fit him real funny, like. But there's no way he's getting that. A fire hydrant
Oh, that'd be cool.
with a dog.
I mean,
peeing on it.
he could always do the Toad tattoo. Like if you guys have the other Mario ones wrapped up, he could do Toad.
He was Donkey Kong in Mario Tennis when we used to play that, right, Jerry?
Yeah, and then who was he partners with Skiba?
I thought it was Beaks. Him and Beaks were Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was Skiba. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Donkey Kong and the Toad guy. Or
Oh,
the
okay.
Shell guy, the Koopa guy. I don't know.
Okay.
But no, he definitely was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a good tattoo. Can't go wrong with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I wonder. We'll have to just keep bothering him about that until he does it.
Yeah.
Keep it on his mind.
He shouldn't have brought it up if he wasn't going to do it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put his money where his mouth is.
Put his money on his mouth. Exactly. Yeah. Or put his money on his body in a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in himself.
Invest in himself. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I think we could wrap up this section of the show and hop into what is our movie list tonight? What do you got first, Jerry? What's easiest?
I watched that Bob's Burgers movie.
Okay.
We can
Let's start with that.
It was cool. The surprising thing I would say is there's like a smaller amount of scenes that had like different animation from the TV show. I feel like most of it was just kind of like the TV show animation. Maybe like the background was a bit fancier, but for the most part it was just like a really long episode and it was cool.
Where'd you watch it?
Hulu.
Okay. Would you recommend it?
If you have nothing to do.
I like Bob's Burgers. I'm just behind. Like I really like Bob's Burgers though.
I watched the first 2 seasons and I think I tapped out. And they're deep right now, aren't they, Jerry? They've been going for quite a few years.
Yeah. A couple seasons.
Yeah.
Like, it's no Simpsons movie where I feel they're like really doing something different. This is kind of just like, I could have seen them do this in like 2 episodes or whatever.
It felt like a TV special, not an actual movie.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. So it's like, I didn't hate it. It was cool.
Yeah. 7 out of 10.
I think I
IMDb.
like put it on while doing something else, maybe folding laundry or something.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool.
I'd be down to check it out.
Good song.
Is it Lauren Bouchard who does the music? I forget who does the music for it, but I love the music for Bob's Burger and Home Movies and
Home Movies, man. What a show.
Yeah, Home Movies is great.
What a show.
And I feel like Bob's Burgers is a good successor to it. It's like all right, if we're not getting more Home Movies, I'm down for Bob's Burgers.
But at the same time, Nick, with Home Movies, I like that it ended when it did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was of a time. Like that kind of closed out when Adult Swim was kind of like, well, that's not true. Adult Swim had plenty of good years after, but that was an end of an era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll definitely check that out, Jerry. I mean,
yeah, I will too.
I will say,
Can I just jump right in, or do I have to go back to like season 4 or whatever?
Yeah, you could just jump right in. There's
season 4 where you left off.
In that sense.
I don't know. Like, I'd actually have to go check. Like, I'm actually not even pull up Hulu. See, whereabouts did I stop watching Bob's Burgers?
I was gonna say it's kind of like Aqua Team Hunger Force also just came out with a movie, and it kind of looked like the same thing where it's like, it's just a really long episode. But for them, they haven't been on the air for like a decade. I feel like.
Yeah, so it almost kind of feels like it's like they could really do whatever they want. They could go back and pick up where they left off, or they can like just new adventure 10 years later or whatever.
It is. I think it is a new adventure 10 years later. Like I think they're.
I love it.
Fry is old. He's got a beard and stuff in the beginning or something like that. I haven't watched, but I was a big Aqua Teen Hunger fan. So
they're on season 13 of Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And I only watched the first 2, so I'm way behind.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've seen season 4.
I can't believe Bob Burgers is still going.
Around.
Yeah, you can skip around.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I've seen season 5. All right, so I'm further along than I thought. All right.
Is it a consecutive show, Jerry? Like it goes, or is it more like South Parky?
It's more like South Park.
Yeah, it's definitely more like South Park.
Like maybe here and there they'll be like, "Oh, remember when we did that?" But like from week to week, like nah.
Yeah.
Adventures every time.
Interesting. That's cool.
I'm definitely gonna pick this back up. I'm gonna get back into.
Do you want to switch to the movie you watched, Tubes?
Which one? What did I watch?
You watched
James Bond. Yeah, we could talk about it real quick. People are not going to be happy with some of the stuff I have to say about this film. Maybe I'm a blue hair, but this film was just over the top racist and sexist as I've ever seen. They
all are.
It is crazy, dude. There's a whole scene where they tried to make is it Charlton Heston? No, it's
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. They try to make him a Asian gentleman.
As a disguise?
As a disguise, so he could marry a woman on a island, the island where the volcano is. This is straight up Austin Powers. Austin Powers does a lot where they almost take a bunch of the movies and smash them together, but this is the whole ending sequence is very similar to Austin Powers 1, where they're inside the thing and
oh yeah, the
it all starts to fall apart.
Underground base.
Yeah, and Dr. Evil's got to get away. He's
a
ball guy.
Suits? Like those weird like plastic suit things.
They got different little suits. Similar. They're obviously poking fun. They had the little carts too, if you remember that cart scene.
Yeah.
There's even the trap door.
I see him dressed as a samurai here.
Yeah. There's a trap door scene, like how the
Will Ferrell.
that's
straight up Dr. Evil. Yeah,
it's straight up Dr. Evil. So I mean, I recognized all that stuff. I mean, like it's cool for what it is, and I have to say the ending sequence, because they didn't have digital effects, it's crazy. The ending sequence is insane. Like just the amount of people, special effects, the set design, all of that is just so intense. It's really cool because I do really enjoy that style of filmmaking. I just couldn't believe that the sexism we all know, like that's kind of like up front, with watching a 007 movie. But the crazy racial shit is just kind of mind-blowing, some of it. It's an interesting watch for someone who's never seen it before. It's all right. I think that the modern day James Bond is a little bit more palatable for today's standards, obviously. I think it would be cool if they went back and remade some of these ones with the concept of the bad guy being that person or what have you.
Yeah, like these kind of iconic supervillain.
Yeah, and the bad guy base
Bond
is
villain,
super insane and all that would make a lot of sense to me. Just cut out the making James Bond Asian part and stuff. And some of those scenes just, go. Yeah, that's the scene. So he's supposed to be an Asian man right there.
Yeah.
I can't remember I think it's Chinese. I don't remember. I can't remember. Yeah, that's the washing scene that also happens in 007.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how those aspects just kind of get glazed over.
I mean,
because time moves so slowly that you don't, that it's like,
yeah, he's even got the cat.
Yeah, which is also, that reminds me of, the bad guy in Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, Dr. Claw.
The Claw.
Yeah.
Dr. Claw, yeah. Or Mr. Claw or Dr. Claw?
I think it's Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw, okay.
Dr. Claw.
Yeah, like all that stuff, like the bad guy, the rockets and stuff, and what's interesting, especially with what's going on in today's politics, is it's us and Russia, and it's like Russia thinks we're stealing their satellite stuff, but it's really this bad guy's doing it, Dr. Evil's doing it, and that. Yeah, all of this stuff that Jerry's got on the screen right now, all of these shots right here are insanity.
Yeah.
Are insanity. And that's the coolest stuff is just the filmmaking side of it is just mind-blowing.
This is.
Yeah, look at that screen.
Those dudes are.
Yeah, that's wild.
And
awesome.
A pretty.
A legit looking rocket, like a
size.
legit rocket up in there.
Yeah.
SpaceX is going down, you know what I mean? Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool for that stuff. I mean, it's cool altogether. Just that's the scene where all the people drop in. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Simpsons episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for that, but I enjoyed it period because it's just like they definitely aren't making movies like this no more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just looked it up. This is the 5th James Bond movie. Does it make you want to watch the 6th? What's the next one?
I've watched quite a few. A bunch of them are on HBO Max. I can't remember which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't at this point.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, I don't know if I've seen this one. I'm like, maybe I have, or maybe I'm like, oh, this is the Dr. Evil one. Like,
yeah,
I don't remember. Because I feel like they were just around so much when we were little that you just like, someone's always got a James Bond movie or two.
Yeah, on cable and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot different than what our current. You know what? I'll say this, Nick. You know what makes me want to watch is go back and watch GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies. Like I want to watch.
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, he was a classy Bond.
Well, those ones I have a special place in my heart because that's like my James Bond.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, do those hold up, or are those really, questionable?
I feel like Simone would tell you they would, but I feel like Simone's like a Bond fan. Like it seems like he attached on to Bond the way maybe I did with like Aliens or Batman or something. Like I think, and we've got a cousin like that who's like she's like a Bond fan. Like
So it's
like I think there are people that it hits for them.
Yes.
But you're right, Brosnan was mine. That was my Bond.
So Dewey's also big on him, so I'd love to hear what he has to say about it. But
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, Nick. Is like when you grow up with something, you kind of look past a lot of the things that aren't probably acceptable because you're so,
Well, because I feel like also when you're young too, it takes you a minute to realize that they're a bad movie. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like when growing up, I loved like every movie I saw.
Yeah.
Like, like I was like, they're all good. Even though I was like, oh, this movie's got nothing to do with anything I like. I'm like, I'm still watching it and liking it. And yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, I don't have much else to say about that. It was just kind of, it was
Next
interesting.
one is when they made the switch.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Seems like Hollywood was also like, yeah, out Sean Connery.
Yeah. You're too controversial.
Well, that's before his controversy.
This is before his controversy?
Yeah, no, the double is his controversy wasn't until like the 90s. The hitting a woman.
When he told Barbara Walters give him an open hand slap.
No, he what it is that he'd already said that in an interview. She brought it back up questioning him about it, and he doubled down on it right in front of her. If you go back, that's what the whole I looked it up shortly after seeing this, and I was like, how'd that all work out? And that's how it worked out. Is he had said it in an interview, like a written interview. I want to say for Playboy, but maybe I'm wrong.
Like years ago or like that same year?
Years prior. I don't know how many years prior. Like he was older by like this point. He was already like Indiana Jonesing by the time he's getting interviewed by Barbara Walters. And then she asked him about it, and he like does not He doesn't apologize.
Yeah.
He does not apologize.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is I might not be right about this, but he was also, I think, married to the same woman like his whole life. I think he had one lady, if I'm not mistaken.
Right on.
Right, if we get a check on that, Jerry. I mean, when it comes to Indiana Jones, his whole scene in the third one is what makes that movie so great.
Yeah.
So
he was married twice to Diane Solento for 10 years from 62 to 73. But then he was married to Micheline from 75 to 2020.
So the first wife is the one that got hit. Assumably.
Wow.
Assumably. And then she's like, no, I'm not into this. I'm divorcing you. But he still didn't let it go. He was like, nope.
Micheline is still alive, 93.
She was born in 93?
No, she's 93 now.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 93 now.
Dang.
And then Diane passed in 2011.
Okay. And Sean Connery passed in 2020?
Think so, yeah.
Sean Connery only passed away 3 years ago?
He's got a son, Jason Connery.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess
I thought it was for some reason earlier than that. He retired.
Yeah, a little later.
He retired over
a
a decade ago, though.
Yeah, for sure. Like, did he retire after The Rock?
No.
Like, what is his
Legion
last
of
movie?
Extraordinary Men.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Am I right, Jared? Is that the last film?
Let's see. We're looking at Wikipedia.
Maybe last blockbuster?
Sir Billy as a voice, but what's his actual movie? Finding Forrester? Oh, no, Alan Quartermain, and then it's video game TV voice acting. So, yeah, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is his last, in-person movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think he made a big deal out of that, and then it flopped, too, and everyone's like... Because I think if it would have done well, he might have done the sequels for it.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, it was a big flopper field, so he was like, no, I'm done. I'm out.
I loved it. I think they should have kept going.
Really?
I was all about that movie.
I remember watching it on HBO, maybe at the house, because I feel like it was in that time period. Am I wrong?
It's the most probably, yeah. It's the most Disney-fication because it's like an Alan Moore comic.
Yeah.
So it's like a really gnarly comic, and then they just made it like a roller coaster, and it's like I get why people hated it.
Yeah.
But what age were we? We were like 12 when this came out. I loved it. 11 when this came out.
No, we were in our 20s.
Oh yeah, 03. I was a senior. Still loved it.
Oh, 03? Okay, so we were in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, damn it! I would have guessed this movie came out in '97. I can't believe this movie came out in 03. I would have been like, yeah, that happened when we were super little. But no, not at all.
That's just how good it was.
That's just how good it was. It just made me feel like a kid again. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we've talked enough about that. I don't want to give him any more credit. That was enough for you.
All right, let's move on to... so this movie you saw...
Oh, wow. We're still on me.
Yeah.
Okay, so this movie meant a lot to Fats. He was real gun-ho about seeing Cocaine Bear. He hit me up all opening weekend, just dying to see it. We saw it last Monday, so a little bit over a week ago. It was better than I expected. It is a straight-up comedy horror. Or a comedy action horror.
Comedy thriller?
I don't know if it's a thriller. It's like...
You weren't thrilled?
No, like they see the bear coming. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then it kills them.
So yeah, no surprises.
Yeah, in a gory way. You know what I mean?
This is Ray Liotta's final completed film before passing away in May 26th.
Because he died on the set of, or he didn't die on the set. He died in the hotel room while filming another movie.
Oh man.
I looked this all up after. Okay, I'm going to spoil this part, and this isn't a big spoiler. Ray Liotta.
Isn't this a true story?
No.
I was gonna say like
I think it's
you can't
based
So-
off a true story.
So there's a different story that yes, a bag of cocaine fell and a bear ate it and killed
Yeah.
someone. I think not this story.
No,
Different.
Yeah,
this story's
okay.
Nick. When you see this, dude, it's so over the top. There's no way.
Hell yeah.
Really
There's a crazy ambulance scene that makes just no logical sense. Like there's a lot of stuff that are going on it where you're
Yeah.
like, okay, no way.
Yeah.
So the ending. Ray Liotta dies. Spoiler.
Okay.
Won't say anything else about that. Although
Okay.
I will say I didn't really see it because it's at a nighttime scene and you can't tell at the drive-in.
Yeah.
After he dies, the movie wraps up about 5 minutes later, and the first title card is "In Memory of Ray Liotta," and that's the most weird, eerie thing ever.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy in it. He dies, and then the title
Yeah.
card before the credits is a dedication to him. Like this movie
Yeah.
is dedicated to Ray Liotta, in memory of Ray Liotta, or something like that. And I just started instantly.
They should open with that.
Yeah, something. I was just
Yeah.
dying of laughter. I was like, that's so weird. Like he's this horrible
Yeah.
character in the movie that passes away, and then they have a title card for him right at the end.
If Ray Liotta's the bad guy, is the bear the good guy of the movie?
No.
Like, are you rooting for the bear?
No, you're rooting for like there's like a little girl that's trying to escape the bear the whole time.
Okay.
So the bear in real life did not kill anyone. It just died
Pro-
doing all the cocaine.
It's like heart exploded. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. Ray Liotta plays the cocaine dealer who's looking for his cocaine. And there's way more to all of that than just that.
Yeah.
Ice Cube's son also is involved, and Ice Cube's son actually is
great.
really good in it, man.
He's great in everything. I
Yeah.
feel like they keep giving him like these little nothing roles, and it's like he deserves give him like a real thing. He's a great actor.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool movie. Like, is it worth checking out? Yeah, but I think a major reason why I think it's worth checking out is that we just don't get films like this right now.
Yeah.
It's very grindhousey. You know what I mean,
Hell yeah.
Jer? Like, it's very, very grindhousey.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Trailer looks tight.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just the storyline.
Is Mando in this movie?
No.
Is there a guy that kind of looks like Mando and I thought it was, or am I just straight up wrong?
Yes, there is. That-
He kind of looks like Mando.
That kind of plays. I think he played the guy that plays Ray Liotta's son.
Okay.
I think that's who you're talking about, Nick. Yeah. I think both of you will really, really enjoy it. I just don't think you're gonna put this on like your top 5 movies of all time. It's not that kind
I'll
of film.
just check it out as soon as it goes streaming. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'll rewatch it. I'd rewatch it too for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
It's a fun movie. You could slap it on in the background and just wait for those epic scenes. And there's a lot of epic scenes. They like you get your money's worth. It's not one of those films where you're like, oh man, it's not like a Tarantino where it's like a lot of talk, really good talk, one major scene.
Yeah.
It's not such good talk, a lot of major scenes.
Yeah, but it's moving. Yeah.
Yeah. And the special effects actually work. Like the bear looks good through a lot of the movie. So yeah, it's cool. I'd put it in I'd give it a B-.
Hell yeah.
A strong B-.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, like you're saying, a movie like that, B-. Like, are you guys familiar with the Pastor movie?
I haven't seen it, but I'm aware of it. Yeah.
No.
That movie is terrible. So the fact that this one is like a B is like, okay, that says something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Velasa Pastor.
I could just tell from the poster,
Absolutely
Jer.
terrible.
I could just tell from the poster it's not good.
Like, wait, let's see if we can find a picture of it real quick.
Oh, there's
Man of the
ninjas.
So
Claw.
much. It's so much worse.
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Yeah, it's like straight cheese
Like-
ball.
College. Yeah. Like Cannibal the Musical.
And it's just bad. It's just so bad. So yeah, the fact that that one is good Like, let's see, what is it rating? I think it's like higher than it should be. 5? That's way higher than it should be.
Yeah. Hey, look at the director. Has he gone on to do like? Did this launch him into anything, or did it?
Written and directed
Brendan
by.
Steer.
Well, 2018, so it hasn't been that long. So maybe he's trying to get together for his next thing.
Yeah.
Click on the up and coming. Below, right there. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, Jer,
In production.
looks like you're gonna get a part 2 of the other one.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Do you remember how it ended?
I don't even think I finished it.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like somebody else is doing it though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's
This
gonna
guy.
create creator character.
Yeah, exactly.
creation.
Created by.
Yeah.
Let's see what this dude.
Oh, this dude was the producer of the other one.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
And he's
good
like,
at
you know
all.
what? I'm going to show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Let me take a swing at this.
Hold my beer. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Jared, it definitely looks a lot better than that, but I think it's also a big budget, a lot more of a budget, and like you could tell that's digital, but it still looks really good.
Yeah, for sure.
It does, yeah.
I think that's the guy I thought was Mando.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
There's not that many characters in this movie necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like when you said that, Nick, I was like, okay, yeah. That's the thing. Like they do, like it gets right into it. Like there's no beating around the bush. They do a little, like they do the like beginning story, Jerry, where like there was a plane, it was flying by, they dropped their load, the pilot jumped out of the plane, his parachute didn't go off, he died.
Oh, is that the ambulance scene? Yeah.
That scene's just next level crazy.
That looked awesome.
Yeah, That's
I
what
can't
you.
wait to
The
see it.
ending of the trailer is the beginning of the movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. With that first couple, the Germans, they do a classic foreigner thing where it's like, oh, there's a foreign couple and they're camping. Of course, like it hits all the notes. It hits all the notes.
Yeah.
It's
Hell yeah.
definitely worth checking out. But I don't know if this was 2005 and I had my nose up a little bit about all the films that were coming out, I probably would have been like, it's whatever, But right now, it's like we don't get anything like that at the theater, so it's like, damn, this is awesome.
Yeah, like they went for it.
Yeah, and like if
Yeah,
Netflix would have made it, I hate to say this, but if Netflix would have made it, it probably would have sucked. I'm glad. I think it was a Paramount.
Someone else
or
did.
Warner Brother.
The
poster had it, Jerry. If you click on the poster, go back up. Yeah. In the bottom corner. Universal.
Universal.
Yep. I don't even need to read it. I just could tell the logo. I'm like, yep, Universal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. I think both of you will enjoy it. 100%.
Hell yeah.
What?
Elizabeth
directed it?
Banks.
Wow.
Now I'm definitely gonna see it.
I didn't know
I
that.
love Elizabeth Banks.
I did not know that.
She's the best.
Know that.
She did a fantastic job.
Love it.
What else has she directed? Oh, Charlie's Angels,
Pitch
the
Perfect.
bad one.
This movie was bad.
She did the bad one too. She only directed a segment.
Oh, this is the.
Yes, I never even saw that one.
Dude, yeah, I completely forgot this was a thing until just now. It's like, oh my god, that's right.
Wait, was that Hannah Montana in the trailer?
It looked like it
in the beginning.
Really,
it's like,
yeah.
Was that Kristen Stewart? I think that was Hannah Montana.
I think they're both in it, huh?
I mean, I guess we can just scroll on.
Huh? I don't see her name. No Miley Cyrus. It really looked like her in that trailer, though.
Yeah.
It really did.
And maybe it's just a little cameo, so maybe she's not like front and center on the cast.
You'd think her name's big enough that she'd be towards the top, but yeah, I don't see it.
Unless it really was a thing where she did it for free, so they didn't have to pay her type thing.
Yes,
Because that straight looked like her.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen the movie, leave a comment. Let us know. Play it again, Jared. The trailer. I just want to see it one more time. Right there.
Yeah, that's her.
That looks like her. Yeah.
That's for sure her.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I heard that was really bad.
4.9.
I don't think I knew anyone who even saw it.
VelociPastor is better than this movie.
Yeah, but VelociPastor only had 7.5K. That has 75K views or submissions.
No.
So a lot more people watched Charlie's Angels and said it sucked.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
What? Elizabeth Banks directing Cocaine Bear. Surprising.
Yeah, did not see that coming.
Whoa.
Like it. 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
So next thing's what? 1917?
Yeah.
Okay. I always mistake this one for the other war film that came out that year. The one where they're running.
Oh, I thought that was this one.
Is that this one?
That's what I thought, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I want to. I have it.
They got to get the note to the guy.
Yeah. That's this one.
That is this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have seen this then. I think I saw this in theaters.
Yeah, it's like
is
visually pretty.
I remember really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, it was cool. This movie was really cool. I watched it on the plane, and I heard of it because of the whole, like, there's either that scene that is really long, or just also watching the movie, it feels like it's just one long take.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it on the plane, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
Definitely like a bit of a heavy movie, but I enjoyed it and I recommend it.
Hell yeah! You watched it on the plane?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I have it. I feel like Mom got me this.
Yeah, I think it might be in the living room. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Wait, Jerry, you also put Knock on the Cabin.
Oh yeah, I watched that too a while ago.
I just
the Bautista one.
I was like, wait, there's someone else in here? Yeah, we can talk about that after this, but continue. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just noticed that.
No, I forgot about that. Yeah, this is definitely a solid A.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I guess it's like based on a true story. So like director's like grandfather or great grandfather or something. Was one of the dudes.
Wow.
The follow cam was amazing.
Well, I mean, yeah, 1917.
Yeah, World War One.
Yeah, and it's like to call off an attack because the Germans are like setting them up.
Yeah.
And so they have to like pass the message along. So like it's supposed to take place over like 8 hours. Like get the message in the morning. It's like you need to let them know before tomorrow morning before they
get in there.
Yeah. And so it's just kind of all the shit, and it's like over 8 miles or something.
Wow.
It's cool. It's really cool. Check
it was only 8 miles?
Something like that.
Something crazy like that? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, not that long of a distance, but because like, oh, we're going over the, what's it called? No man land into the enemy territory. They have to go like a lot slower, and other shit happens stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'll definitely see this.
Let's see if it's
and it's like a couple long shots, Nick. It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I remember hearing about. Yeah.
It's cool the way they do that, and the way I don't know.
And I hear like the cinematography, like the shots. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all outside, so it's all pretty natural lighting for the most part.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyone we know in it? Any actors that are like, oh shit?
Nah, the two main dudes are, I think, like younger actors. I don't think so.
Hmm.
Mark Strong.
Oh, the guy with the shaved head?
Yeah.
I love Mark Strong. Hell yeah.
It
Yeah, dude. Love Mark Strong.
Yeah, Mark Strong's in it. Other than that, it's like a lot of, I think it's all British actors too, for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was gonna say Dunkire or whatever came out. It came out a year before.
Dunkirk. Yeah, that's the other
Dunkirk.
one. Yeah.
That came
That's
out.
the
That came
I
out
saw that one.
a year before or something like
I
that.
didn't see it either, but I also heard that was great.
Yeah, that was the one I was also thinking of. It's around the same time. Around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now we have this year. It's on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Oh, the All Quiet on the Western Front.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Yeah, that's up for an Oscar this year. That's on Netflix. I hate to say this, but all of them kind of blend in together. A lot of them, you know.
I think it's cool that like it seems like we've been we growing up we got a lot of World War II stuff. I do like that the last couple of years there seems to be more of a World War One push, just because it's like I don't really know a lot about World War One, and I find it interesting. So I do like that. Yeah, like we're kind of switching up the subject.
Mm-hmm.
But having said that, I will always love a good World War II movie.
Oh yeah, they have to like walk through all those trenches and like they're just yeah, dude. Yeah, I forgot about this movie. Yeah, I'm with you, Jerry. You said A?
Yeah.
It's definitely an A. It's a top tier film. The filmmaking alone just really like, man, it's great.
Yeah, it was super cool. Pretty tense. There's some pretty tense parts. The scene when they get to like nighttime, that scene is pretty cool. The way they like light it and stuff. They use like flares, so there's like a lot of moving shadows. That's pretty tight.
That's
That
awesome.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I think you can.
Benjamin Cumberbatch is in it. He must have done it for free. That's why he's not on the list.
That's sick.
I just seen him in the trailer. He's the head commander, Jerry. He's the one that like tells him to do stuff. I think he's got one. He's got like one scene where he barely talks in it.
That's a dope little cameo.
Yeah, there's even a photo of him on the red carpet with the director and the two young boys, and Benjamin Cumberbatch is standing on the far. If you on the IMDb, if you go to the photos, you'll see him. He's definitely in the movie. It's kind of like the Hannah Montana situation where he probably not that one. I said this and now I got it on my screen, but it might be that top row, the second to one more over. Yep, nope, right there. Yep, there he is, on the far end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Strange himself, Sherlock Holmes. I'm a huge fan. And I remember now. I was like, there was somebody in that movie that I remembered. Like, oh yeah, it's British. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's got like. Remember how Austin Powers was in Inglourious Basterds?
Inglourious Basterds. Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's literally like that. It's very similar.
Oh yeah, I'll be the guy in charge.
Yeah.
Give you some orders real quick.
And then I'm done. I'm out for the day. I came for one. He probably worked half a day, and they worked on that movie for a hot minute. The way it's filmed.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was probably a 1 to 3 take scene.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Bye bye.
Great working with you.
Adam Sandler supposed to play Mike Myers' role in Inglourious Basterds? Am I getting that right? I feel like, but he was filming. Like he couldn't do it because of scheduling thing. Like he was probably doing like a Grown Ups or something, and so they got Mike Myers instead. I could be wrong, but I think that was supposed to be Adam Sandler.
I don't know.
Because same thing. It was like come in for a day, put on the makeup.
He was supposed to play the Bear Jew.
Oh, so he got Eli.
Okay. Yeah, and he was filming Funny People.
Okay, wow. That's crazy.
That would have been nuts.
Yeah, dude.
That would have been absolutely. There's a deep fake of it. Someone has
Oh, wow.
a deep fake of it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, can you pull up the deep fake and we can watch it with sound and everything? Let's do it. They even did the audio. I just heard it right here, Nick D. You're gonna be like, holy bejeebas when you see this.
I found it still.
Here, you want me to put it in the chat, Jerry?
No,
Just-
sorry, you got her.
Oh, yep.
Donnie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here wants to adopt the country. Oblige him.
This music is so perfect for this too.
You can't do it, Jerry. For some reason, it freaks out if you try to full screen it. I don't know why.
Okay.
God, I want to rewatch this now. Silly penguin.
All the people at the zoo are very nice, penguin. They'll treat you real respectfully. There's nothing to worry about, big fella.
What the? Wow. It would have been so much different.
Yeah, it would have been a completely different moment. Yeah.
You like that, old man? You want a piece of me?
Like, let me ask this: has Tarantino confirmed that, or is that just like?
I think so. I think that he was just like
Variety
either
magazine.
him or Adam Sandler. Like one of them was just like, yeah, like I couldn't do it. Yeah. Oh, he wrote it for Sandler. Yeah.
Wow, dude, Adam Sandler and Will Smith just dropping the ball on like giant opportunities.
Tarantino movies. Yeah.
Like, how do you pass up Tarantino roles? I just don't get it.
I think it really is like a contract thing at that point. Like I'm sure because it's like that thing. It's like that would have taken him 1 or 2 days to film. It must have been like in his contract, like, no, you cannot leave. You are filming this. Like, because that shouldn't have taken.
That's right. He was in Little Nicky. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the blind priest dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. I need to rewatch that movie. That movie's great.
I love that movie. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I also had kind of a hankering to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. The one time.
That movie faked me out pretty heavy, but I did enjoy.
I do want to get that audiobook. It's Rachel Lee Cook reading it. And it seems like that'd be really cool. Domergue. Wait, is that her name? Is that Rachel Lee Cook? No, Rachel. What?
Sarah, Rachel Lee, Sarah. What's it gonna be? There first.
Hateful Eight. Jennifer Jason Lee, not Rachel
Jennifer
Lee
Jason
Cook.
Lee.
Yeah, Jennifer
I think
Jason Lee. Yeah.
We got there at the same time. I might have been way soon.
Maybe just a little bit sooner.
Have you guys watched the longer version of Hateful Eight where they like broke it into the sections?
I want to.
No, Jared, I think when we saw it that night, isn't that how we saw it in the theater? Like, I thought we went to like a special one.
No, you did, but they did an even longer version.
Yeah, they're like Netflix that they broke it into like 4 episodes that each were like 2 hours long or something.
Oh, I for sure didn't do that. I do want to do that though. That sounds.
I wonder if it's still on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm looking right now because I'm like, oh, I'd be down. I love that movie. Like, I love.
Who is that wrestler that you sent that thing, Tubes?
What?
it was on like Instagram or something. It's like, I'm the best wrestler ever. Do you see AJ Styles coming in here? You sent it like the other day.
In text or in Discord?
Text.
It's not. It's not on Netflix anymore.
I've been getting in a black hole about pro wrestling.
Hell
And a couple things I wanted to say is there's this awesome clip of Henry, or one of those brother dudes with the tattoos. They've been there for a while.
The Island Boys. Yeah, it left in January. The Tarantino's thing is off Netflix.
Oh wow. He's like trying to do his like little bit right with John Cena. It's from like quite a few years ago. And as he's doing it, John Cena calls him out. He's like, "Oh man, if you're gonna be the new face of the WWE, like or whatever, you really got to do this. Like you can't be messing stuff up like this." And then he turns to the crowd and goes, "Breaking the fourth wall." Because he clearly wasn't supposed to say that to the dude, but the dude kept messing up his part. So John Cena just like rips into him and then goes breaking the fourth wall. There also is the CM Punk clip, which made me think a lot about CM Punk because we all know he infamously quit very dramatically. But where he's pretty much telling Vince that he has rape charges. Like literally to his
Vince has charges?
Yeah, straight to Vince's face in like a one of those little like, promo things.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the other day. This is Monday.
Dude, I can go buy some topic. You still suck.
He looks so different.
Yeah, he does. He looks very
doesn't
thin.
have like the wrestler's body, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Monday Raw, yeah.
I didn't say no because I gave up. I said no to save your ass. You're not ready.
That's Monday. That was Monday. That was this past week's Raw. John Cena's back, baby. He's going to be wrestling at WrestleMania next month.
Wow.
Super juiced for him. But yeah, I've been in a deep hole. I've been watching a lot of just like the mess ups. Like there's an infamous one with Bret the Hitman Hart where he kind of flips out and he's like, why aren't you guys going to make me champion? Blah, 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 blah. And he actually pushes Vince and you could tell it was not planned. And it's like actually like upset. And Vince like gets out of the ring hella quick and starts to walk away. And he's like, yeah, you walk like, dude, it's an intense one. I don't know. I've been in this deep hole of like watching them break the fourth wall. And there's a bunch of footage out there where
what are those shoots or
promos?
Well, would that be a work?
A work?
Yeah.
I don't know. The way Will explained it, it was so goddamn confusing.
I think a shoot is when you. Yeah, I think a shoot is when you go off script. Shoot versus work.
Because you're shooting from the hip. And not working the script. I don't.
And then there are worked shoots, which is a scripted. It's like you. It's an unscripted scripted thing. Like you're like, all right, we'll do something, and then so you know what I mean. There's a little bit of improv, but yes. So a shoot is anything that is unplanned, unscripted, or real.
This is Thursday, 65. I'm gonna see that.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Oh, this is the Hitman one. No, I'll go back a little bit. Yeah.
All right, I didn't realize.
Right there. That's the part.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. A few more moments here with you. Vince McMahon is going to try to talk to a very, obviously, disconsolate Bret Hart. He's got to be terribly frustrated. Extremely frustrated over what has just happened.
Dude, that's real.
Yeah, I think he's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not here to get pushed.
Yeah.
Because he's so calm. What is why I think it's real. It's like, Vince always gets super pissed and blah, blah, blah. So it's fake. Where this, he's just like, dude, I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
No, what Hitman's saying too, like. I think he went to WCW right after this too to point out to you guys. In this time period, I know you guys were fans. Like, look at the logo. This is before the Attitude Era.
Yeah, exactly. This is old school.
So he definitely went to WCW. And look at the snot coming out of Vince's nose and stuff. Like he wasn't expecting that. It caught him off guard. He got caught off guard.
Yeah, he like moved away there. That was like a genuine like.
Yeah.
I think he's actually upset right there too. Anyways, I mean, I watched a bunch of these. There's a bunch out there. It ends with nothingness, Jerry.
Well, Stone Cold. Do you think this Stone Cold thing was pre-recorded?
I wonder, because he just, or I could also just see Stone Cold just being like, I will not be talked over. You know what I mean? Like, I could see him just being like, no, I'm yelling.
I saw one
Or
where
again, you can't see him.
That's also it. Yeah, you can't see him. Yeah.
I watched one where it was Stone Cold and like it was a whole room of them doing a promo with Vince is like, all right, it was the time period where they were gonna take over the ECW and the WCW, which they already had purchased.
With Bischoff, yeah.
Yeah, they'd already purchased it, and Vince is like, Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, you guys got to really step it up. And he like hits Undertaker. He's like, you hear that or something? And you can see the Undertaker about to start laughing. And then he like resists. He's like, no, it's pretty good. I don't know.
There's a really good one too where Booker T makes Vince laugh, and you could just Vince tries
Seth
to
Rollins.
fight it, and then he just can't. Like Booker T's just so silly
That one.
like Vince starts
Oh no, this isn't it.
cracking up.
Seth Rollins, remember this moment because you are about to find out exactly how expendable.
I mean, this is 2 minutes, but I think this might be the one. No, it's not that guy. It's a different guy. It's one of these new dudes though. It's the one with it was part of that same crew. Doesn't matter. It's really funny. You can find a bunch of these funny moments. I will say this too, man, because I watched a little bit of the new ones. I watched a whole highlight reel real quick of that Kevin Owens guy that you just were playing, Jerry. Before he got in to the WCW or WWE, that guy was almost killing people.
Oh shit!
He would do this move like a power bomb, but he would do it with the turnbuckle behind him and like throw them into the turnbuckle. And I watched a whole little reel of him where it was like, dude, like he's about to I don't even think he does the move in the WWE. Like they probably told him like that move's insane. You're not doing that,
Yeah.
It was I want to say it was ECW early years or something, and he was just because he was super young, that Kevin Owens dude. He was just throwing people face first into the turnbuckle from like a power bomb stance, but like hucking them over your shoulder that way.
Yeah,
it was crazy, dude.
That's awesome.
It makes you remember.
That sounds wild.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, ECW's fucking crazy, dude.
Which is now pretty much the AEW or AEW.
AEW.
Yeah, AEW is kind of the new.
Yeah.
The new bad boys. It reminded me though, like, man, it used to be nuts.
Dude, for real.
The writing, the acting, and the writing, and the promos and everything used to be so crazy, sexual, racist, everything, dude.
Yeah.
Just click.
And on network television, like it was different time back then.
Vince McMahon walks up to John Cena, drops the N-bomb, calls him his N-word, then turns around and Booker T's standing there.
Yeah.
That was a promo.
Yeah.
And Booker T's like, did he just say that? Did he just say that?
I remember that.
It's like crazy next level.
Yeah.
I also watched an interview with Booker T straight up saying The Rock stole hell of his catchphrases and shit. You could tell Booker T does not like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like, he is not a fan. Super interesting. Super interesting. I was a big WCW.
Booker T's the man.
Yeah.
Booker T's the man, dude. Yeah. Love Booker T.
I was big into WCW, and I used to enjoy Booker T. He kind of did the Shawn Michaels kick.
Yeah. Right? He had a big super kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did he swing his leg a little bit more? Like, I feel like, didn't he get
he would spin on the ground.
Running? Yeah, dude. Oh, dude.
He'd spin on the ground. Yeah.
And didn't he also have like a leg chop type thing? Like where he would and he would almost leg drop you from standing position.
Mm-hmm.
Like guillotine you.
He became the champion and stuff in the WWE, but it was after they all merged, and I wasn't watching at that point at all.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back and watch some of his stuff from that time period. He claimed that he came up with If You Smell. He claimed that was one of his.
I could see it.
I don't.
could see it.
I haven't done any
Yeah.
personal research.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I just been in a little dark
Yeah, I
hole,
didn't know that.
dude. Like, I don't know if it's my algorithm or what, but like, I see a ton of it on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram and Twitter. And what's really cool too is I'm getting like a lot of like luchador and Japanese stuff now because I just like everything wrestling that comes up is like I'm seeing a bunch of really sick luchador stuff and like really sick Japanese stuff.
Yeah, I saw Eddie Guerrero beat the bejeebas out of Rey Mysterio and force him to put on the LWO shirt
Oh wow.
and like scream at him.
Eddie
It's for our
Guerrero,
people.
RIP.
It's for our people. Yeah, dude. It was an
Yeah, yeah.
intense one.
Mm.
Intense one. Yeah.
Dude, Eddie Guerrero was so, especially towards the end there. Eddie Guerrero was so great those last couple of years.
That was WWE too.
Yeah, like he was awesome.
He was dope
Like
in
when
the
he fought
WWE,
Chavo, when they were,
WCW
like, him
too.
and Chavo. Yeah, when
He
there
was,
was
yeah.
when it was Benoit and who were the other two? Benoit, Guerrero, Tommy Dreamer, and then who's the
Is that Perry
fourth?
Saturn?
Yeah, Saturn. Saturn.
Yeah.
Saturn. Totally.
Wow.
I thought you were talking about the Four Horsemen, which was Benoit, Ric Flair, and then two other dudes. The Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
And they'd walk out and go like that and stuff.
For
Yeah.
not how you spell horse.
The thing with me with the WWE is it's almost like anime, Nick D, where there's just like there's so much to be watched
Yeah.
that it's completely overwhelming.
And it's also like, I mean, I know you can with like the subscription service and everything, but it's like, what are you supposed to do? Just be like, all right, I guess I'll go back to like January of 2022 and start watching Raw. And it's like, you kind of just have to jump in. You know, it's like, it is almost like, nah, don't even bother going back.
It's about finding a person you like though and following them.
Exactly. You gotta find a personality that you're like, I want to root for this guy.
I just don't like
It
any of the
also helps
ones.
if they've actually got like a shot at the title too. Like
Nobody's
you care a lot
cool.
more warm.
Nobody's cool.
Yeah, at least the stuff I've seen in AEW, some of those dudes seem pretty cool.
There's no still like I want a Mick Foley, not wrestling
Yeah.
style, just like the
Character. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had that one guy,
I want a Kane type.
that guy that wore the mask and stuff. Then he would take it off, and he had the dreadlocks.
Yeah, Ethan Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Bray
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Yeah. And I know he's trying to be that. He's trying to be that weird Undertaker, Mick Foley
The
kind of role.
Fiend, Yeah.
But I just
Mhm.
I can't get behind him.
It doesn't work on me this time around with that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
he
needs
had
to be.
Matt Hardy for a while.
But that dude is dude.
Did he?
Yeah,
He had
I
Matt
mean,
Hardy a part of the crew.
Yeah, when Matt Hardy was all crazy, like when he was like, and not like crazy, like evil, but like he seemed like manic and weird. Like it was like a really cool character Matt Hardy was doing.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Jerry, we've still got at least the last movie on the list is your Knock at the Cabin, which I'm assuming you went to the theater and saw.
No, that was on Amazon.
What?
Yeah.
For rental or okay?
Yeah. Full on rental. Let me pull it up. M. Night Shyamalan.
He also has an Apple TV show I've never seen.
I watched
Yeah.
that. Karina and I watched that. The Servant.
Was that any
It's
good?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's super weird. You know, classic M. Night of like what's going on here. It's 2 seasons deep now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I don't know if they can stretch it past a third.
Oh, you think they're gonna wrap it up?
I would think so. I don't know what
'Cause
they
it's
would do in a fourth.
Yeah, because I mean, at some point, it's like if it's a mystery, and I don't know what it is, but if it is a mystery, it's like you got to answer some of these questions over over 3 seasons. Like, how are you gonna get to a fourth?
Wait, there's
Mhm.
3 people wrote this screenplay, huh? Interesting.
So what I've learned is when it's written out and
Mm-hmm.
they weren't in the same room, but see how Steve and Michael have the symbol?
Yeah.
They physically worked on it together.
Oh wow!
Like they.
dude.
So M. Night wrote it.
Brought them in.
Yeah, and then they
And then
rewrote
those
it.
two touched
yeah,
it,
yeah, touched it up. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Look how massive Bautista is. Like, I'm sure those are normal sized men.
And women.
Just look at him.
Yeah.
And women, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's such a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a cool movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want me to like spoil it.
I
or
don't.
not,
To be
but,
honest, I do want to see it. And if you're saying that you liked it, I am kind of like, oh man, I do kind of want to see it now.
I know how M. Night
was cool.
Shyamalan goes, and it's like I don't want you to spoil it because his kind of movie, like old. Once you know, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can
Exactly,
but feel free to talk about the movie. But yeah, like maybe not like the big spoiler. You can do little spoilers. But like whatever the big thing is, don't tell us that.
It's not even that violent.
That was about to ask.
But like some crazy stuff does happen, but like, you know, really see it. And they get into it
Immediately?
Yeah, movie starts.
They have very
Bautista lays out
specific
the
weapons.
rules.
Yeah, like does it feel like, so let me ask you this, does it feel like a fantasy movie? Like what is with these axes they have? Like is it a horror movie? Like what is it? You know?
Isn't it like The Happening where it's like end of the world times?
Yeah, the basic premise that they in the trailer is Bautista's in the woods, sees a little girl, and is like, "Hey, you need to go tell your dads that like one of you has to die to save the rest of the world."
He gives her the message first.
Yeah, and she's like a 6-year-old girl, and then they show up, and they're just like, one
Did
of
you
the
tell
three
him?
of you needs
Yeah.
to. Yeah, no, he does. He's like, "Did you tell your dad you need to let us in?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, one of the three of you needs to willingly do this, or you guys need to willingly make this choice,
this sacrifice.
Yeah, we can't force one of you to do it, and it's them trying to convince them.
So it's a talking movie more than a violent movie. Like it's a lot of movie of people in a living room, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a one place
location. Okay.
Yeah, bottleneck or whatever. But again, crazy shit happens, but they don't focus on it. So it's not like gratuitous.
Yeah.
Well.
Did you see it coming? Like when you're watching the movie and you're like, I bet I know where this is going, and then did it go there, or were you like, oh shit, M. Night got me?
I don't know.
Because I'll say, just to go back to, I didn't see Old coming. Like when you get to the end of Old, I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't not like it, but I was just like, how was I supposed to guess that?
So yeah, we just started throwing guesses out, and sure, one of them was it, but
okay,
it wasn't like we were like, oh, I bet it's this, and then stuck with it. It was like,
well, it could be this,
then, yeah. It's like, was it is it this or that? And so, but yeah, it was cool.
Anyone else we know besides Bautista? Any other cameos? Is M. Night in it?
Maybe. That's Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint. Do I know him?
Harry Potter.
I think I looked, Jerry, and you don't gotta say anything, but I think M. Night is listed in this. And Jerry, don't say anything. But my big question is he going to try to pull off a connecting of all of his films at some point? I'm just saying, like, he kind of already has with three, but then with we all saw Old, right? We all saw it, right?
Yeah.
With the ending of Old, and how there's creepily he's standing on the side filming or whatever in the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers. If you haven't seen Old, you've already messed up. In my mind, I'm like, oh, is he gonna try to pull something off at some point? But then, like, man, I scrolled down and I read this review just real quick where it's like, I don't know why I keep falling for it. I keep watching movies by M. Night Shyamalan and continue to hope that that I'm going to walk away with excitement and awe I felt when I watched the movies like Sixth Sense, Signs, and The Visit. Instead, I walk away shaking my head thinking about the loss of potential and opportunity. Now, I will say I have felt that walking away from his movies, but I think people judge too harshly.
And yeah, so here is so after watching it and like sitting for a minute, I think my true reaction was I feel if somebody else directed this movie, I probably would have been disappointed. But the fact that it was M. Night, I was actually like pretty juiced, and it was
Okay.
like good.
Interesting.
Yeah,
because
it was
because you're willing to be like, this is how he does things, and I can kind of do that. Like
a little bit. It is a thing of like it's an M. Night movie. You're always trying to guess the twist and whatever's happening, and so it is just a thing of like, oh, if somebody else did this movie, I probably would have been like, what the fuck? But because it's his, it was like, oh, I actually like this coming from you.
Interesting.
It also looks like Servant is ending this year, Jerry, because it already has a dash 2023.
Oh, okay.
So I think that is ending this year.
Then. Yeah.
Interesting.
Later this year.
I'm a huge fan. I really am. I enjoyed Old. I've pretty much enjoyed almost everything he's made except for that kooky film he did with freaking Will Smith that was just he didn't write that one. So After Earth should be kind of that and The Last Airbender. I hate to say it. Although like
I didn't see either of those.
here's what I will say about Last Airbender, and I think this is a problem with all anime live action films. That they're anime. That's the issue. Because anime fans are never going to be satisfied. If I didn't know anything about Last Airbender, it was a fun kids film.
Yeah.
But because it's based off this very popular IP, it got shat upon like no other.
Yeah.
I mean, looking through the list, I've enjoyed all of them for the most part. I didn't see The Visit. I never saw that one.
What is that? Oh, I know what The Visit is. Yeah, I saw that.
With the grandparents?
Yeah.
And you boys don't sound enthused off that one.
It's one of those ones. I'll say I liked it, and there is a brutal scene in that movie. But it's like I don't mean this in a mean way, but it's like forgettable. Like I forgot I even saw that, and I forgot that was a movie he did. It's not as good as his other stuff. Yeah, it's a one and done. It's a good movie though, and there is one scene that you will not forget. Like yeah.
A lot of his movies are one and done though. A lot of them.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, for sure. I think it's one of those things. If you're like, it's definitely a movie where, like Jared said, if you've got some laundry to do and you're gonna be in and out of a room, you could throw The Visit on and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So where do you put this though, Jerry? Like two-part question here. What do you put it on our personal OVerShow scale, and then where do you put it in M. Night's career?
B-.
Okay.
I guess for both.
For both, like, do you put this? You put it closer to Sixth Sense, I guess. Then you put it closer to After Earth.
I'd put it like under Signs, but then like maybe above Old. Like, yeah, closer to the top, like middle top.
Okay. Middle top.
Okay.
It's definitely like, yeah, it's not as good as Sixth Sense or like Signs or
Unbreakable.
Yeah, but it is just like, okay, it's better than like The Happening. You know, the story's better than like Old.
Old was cool, man. I enjoyed Old.
It was. That's what I'm saying. But again, Old, you know, again,
one and done.
Haven't seen it, or the whole that M. Night is just like, oh, they hold their breath for 30 seconds. I'm gonna walk away. It's like, really, man? You didn't just stick around for like 5 minutes to make sure they didn't come up?
Yeah.
Where there's not much of that in this movie. Where it's like, really, you guys, like, that was the choice that was made in this movie. Like,
yeah,
it stands up better. And I would probably watch this again.
Okay.
I would watch this again. Yeah.
And what's his name does a good job playing the lead?
Batista, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And then one of the other main actors was from Mindhunter, like a Netflix show that I really like. So it was cool seeing him. I haven't seen him in anything since that show.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. I would say watch it.
I
Like you-
100% plan on it when it's streaming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Cool.
Yeah. We'll come back and talk about this once me and Nick have seen it.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. I would like to.
and
Would like
spoil
to
the fuck
come
out
back
of
and
it.
talk.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
I could tell it's a movie where we could really ruin it for people.
Yeah. In like a easily.
And it's so new
You don't,
too.
Jerry, you don't have to get into it, but these weapons, they're so specific. Is that like a part of it? Like, is that like a little hint that it's like they don't look like they're just like grab some weapons, we might have to be violent. It's like, why do they look like medieval weapons? Is that at all related, or is that just a weird style choice?
I think it just visually look cool. They don't explain why.
Because I keep honing in on that. I'm like, is this like a time travel movie or something? But okay, all right. Because I was like, that looks like
Yeah.
Viking shit. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they never talk about why they have those weapons.
It's got a
Okay.
happening vibe to it.
Exactly, dude.
Just the
That's
trailer
where I
does.
I keep thinking that it's like this is gonna be in the realm of happening signs. Even the visit is like the visit is like grounded in reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when there's a twist and da 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 da, but it is just like it takes place on Earth. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing going on.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, is that good? And the same thing with signs. Like, sure, there's aliens, but it's like they're, you know, it's not like magic shit. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Lady in the Water, that's magic. You know, that's a completely different kind of movie.
Yeah, I don't know. His movies, I guess it's always fun trying to figure out
Yeah.
how you think it's going to end or what.
I mean, happening was great. Like the more
I really liked The Happening. I know people shit on it, but I liked it.
I think the ending just pissed people off, but like at the same time, like I think he was talking about something that's kind of going on right now. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I feel with M. Night, you either like or you don't like his stuff. There's really not a middle ground. And because, like, for me, I loved The Village up until the ending, and you find out that it's like, oh no, we all just had tragedies and we decided to pretend we're living in like the 1820s or whatever.
Yeah,
and that was
yeah,
just like stupid, never gone back. Even though
I
everything
liked
leading up to that was
I liked
like
that world.
the
Yeah.
coolest thing ever, but
Yeah.
that just, and I have not rewatched that movie either.
I've watched parts of it. I'll tune in, like, back when I watched TV, like if it was on, I might watch like 10, 15 minutes of it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
So,
is
yeah,
so
I-
weird that I never just turn on the TV and flip around. Like, that doesn't exist in my reality.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I didn't understand Lady in the Water. I feel like I need to revisit that and try to understand it better.
I feel like
I've
that was
seen-
his attempt at like Pan's Labyrinth. I felt like he was like, I need to do like a magic realism kind of spooky movie.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed like that was like the flavor of that decade. And so, like, I liked it. It's definitely not as cool as other things he's done, because it is just surreal. Like, I feel like it's just symbolism and, you know, fairy tale shit.
and,
It's a very weird movie.
and then it's like then it's The Last Airbender, After Earth, which are both flopper fields, and then it's like you know, it's nothing till The Visit. And then
Yeah.
I'll be honest too, like I didn't watch Split and I did not watch Glass, and I loved Unbreakable.
Yeah.
I think Unbreakable is his best work.
I
Because
saw both.
it's
of them, and
rewatchability.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Unbreakable is the best.
Split's
And Split-
cool.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, Split is really interesting. Like, I'm like, it's not the movie Unbreakable is. Like, it's a way less good movie, but it's still really interesting. And McAvoy and Anna Taylor-Joy are great in it. And Glass is just like, I didn't know what to expect with Glass, and so I ended up liking it because I'm like, this is a proper superhero movie, like, or well, a supervillain movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Watched
it. Yeah, it feels like the other side of Unbreakable, where it's like where Unbreakable is quiet and slow. This movie feels like more like, yeah, this is the movie about a bad guy. Like we're in the headspace of. Same with Split. Like Split's the gnarliest of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Split's like. I don't suppose Split is actually kind of crazy in the sense that you're dealing with a psychopath. You know, like it is like just this crazy dude that is like, well, if this dude was chasing you, you would be scared.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool he was able to finish that trilogy with Bruce before Bruce had to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which does make me want to watch it more. It's like, oh wow, he was able to.
I think it's worth checking out. Yeah.
Want to watch Glass now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, dude. That is a movie that's been on my list. I kind of like. I should have saw that in theaters, to be honest. I kind of kicked myself. I think it's already out, so I'll have to wait till it hits the streamers. But I definitely want to watch Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
And we'll come back. We'll come back and talk about that.
Yeah, I'd love to. Definitely love to chat a bit more in depth about it.
Nick D, real quick. Nothing on the list this week, buddy. What did you? I know we've been busy with wedding stuff, but anything come up?
You know what I watched, and I was talking to Jer about it, and I just keep thinking about it because, like, goddamn, did it get me, man. Remember that Seattle zombie woman from a couple of years ago? That footage of that woman, and she's all jacked up, and she's, like, crossing the street, and there's all that body cam footage of it, and it's just fucking horrific.
No.
You should look it up because it's fucking terrifying, this woman. And she's, like, screaming with every step. Yeah, right there. See that second picture? Yeah. So this video was making the rounds a couple of years ago, and there was no story. And so everyone was like, oh, they're filming some movie in Seattle. It's clearly like viral shit. And it just gets darker and darker and darker until then you realize it's like, oh, it was all politics. It was all some stupid art show. Like it's just a lady who like we're the real zombies, man. Like it was like one of those kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, she did such an amazing job, and I rewatched this video again this week, and it's like I just keep thinking about how well she pulled it off. Fucking terrifying.
That is.
She even fooled, and it's like when you try to actually find a picture of it, because when you see that it's just makeup, when you actually get like a type in on Seattle Zombie and then KAI SSAN maybe. I think her name's like Kaisan, like her real name. No. And then do Seattle Zombie and then makeup. But because when you see what she actually looked like on the day, and then what just the camera, like, you know, what cell phone, yeah, that's really her. And then there's a photo of her where you see that it's stage makeup. And then on the body cam footage, the cops are like, this is so confusing. She's very clearly wearing makeup, but she's freaking it. Like, they know it's bullshit. They're like, they're like, yeah, I guess take her to the hospital because she's freaking out and not complying. But like, they knew immediately. But look at that.
I
mean,
it's also a little bit of white privilege because how did they not shoot her?
100%. Well, I mean, when you see the video, she looks like a tragic. Like when you see the video, you're like, oh my God, get this woman help. Like, did she just escape from like a dungeon or something? Like, it looks so. There it is. Yeah, and then so if you were walking down the street and saw this, you'd be like, this lady's wearing makeup. But because she's screaming and like, I can't take off the makeup because it's a vaccine. But this was well before COVID, right?
No.
So this is just.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, this was
it was a vaccine.
Oh wow, that's so funny. But yeah, just some bullshit that dude, literally this video scared me for years. And so it was nice to actually see this YouTube video. I think the YouTube channel is Nick Crowley. Shout out to Nick Crowley. He talks about creepy stuff.
I don't think we should call that zombies though. I mean,
yeah, it's some political bullshit that no one cares about. That it's like I went searching for it because, dude, when you go back and watch the footage sometime, it's
the way she's like screaming.
Yeah, dude, and the way she's limping, and there was theories that there was like a dead baby in the bag she's holding, like, and it's not, it's all bullshit. It's all just fucking bullshit. It's all theater. But kudos to her for selling the shit out of this video.
So she was anti-vax.
I guess. Who knows? Like, I didn't even look into it because once you find out that it's not real, you're like, I don't.
The thing about
care
that,
about- yeah.
to me, still is like, I hate to say this, I love this film, but 28 days, weeks, and months later, really like ruined the genre of zombies.
Yeah.
It politicized.
It innovated it for the time, but then just completely tanked the genre.
Yeah, it made it so like, and I hate to say Resident Evil kind of does it too. You know, just being honest. Like, to me, zombies were the living dead, the way George Romero did it. They came out of the ground, and they were like half skeleton.
All of a sudden, because all of a sudden nowhere is safe because there's dead bodies everywhere. Like buried under the ground. Like, and again, if like it's just a skeleton, then it's like that doesn't make it any.
And it's it's a Satan thing. Satan's bringing the dead back to life, and I love that part of the zombies, but like the politicized disease version, like.
So it's I feel like it's been done to death. I think we're all over it.
I'm over it. Like, it's like, oh, cool.
Everyone seems to really be loving The Last of Us, like on Twitter. But like one thing that I keep, and I'm one episode away from being caught up. I just watched the mall episode. It was great. Everyone does kind of notice that it's like, oh, for a zombie show, there aren't really that many zombies.
I heard that,
and it is kind of like one of those things where it is like, yeah, we're kind of over that. Like, and this show is doing a lot without zombies, but I will say it's like, dude, episode 8 and like
that makes me not want to watch it at all, because that's exactly why The Walking Dead sucked.
You're 100% right, and I will say at times it feels like The Walking Dead, but it also just feels like it's better written than The Walking Dead. Like, I'm sure. Because you're right, there's no zombies. Well, I mean,
there are, but I've heard a lot of reviews. I'll say this too, is that they really had everyone those first three or four episodes. It seemed like everybody was just talking about it a month ago, and I feel like the initial hype has totally died off already. I'd say the same thing with Mandalorian. You know, we're 2 episodes in.
I still haven't watched them. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I watched the first one. The second one came out last night. Today. I haven't watched it. I plan on it, but I could tell already the hype around Mandalorian has kind of already faded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for them, without going into it too deep, they're going too deep of cuts. With the Mandalorian storyline, like the actual Mandalorian storyline, not just Mando himself. And the cuteness of Baby Yoda, Grogu, in my opinion, I was worn out of it immediately. And I think the general public has kind of, you can only pump
caught up to where we are on episode 3. Like,
yeah, personal opinion. I know some people still enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just think now with how fast everything moves, they kind of missed that window where they needed to pump out another season quicker, and they didn't. They did Boba Fett, they did this, they did the Andor, and they kind of missed that time window where they could really push Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Make it a spin-off cartoon for children.
Yeah.
That's what I think. With Baby Yoda, just Baby Yoda, not Mando.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, Baby Yoda... BK's who watches is going to leave a hateful comment, but he's got to die, right? Like, if he doesn't die, why doesn't he pop up to help Rey in the new movies? Timeline wise.
I mean, I don't think they're going to kill him. What I think is they're going to send him far away.
Deep into another galaxy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something like that.
He has to be protected.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be like Luke has to have a reason not to.
After Kylo Ren went crazy, I sent Baby Yoda on his way.
Yeah.
I agree, Nick. I agree. They're not going to kill him, but
yeah, they'll do some kind of annoying thing where it's like, oh, okay.
I will say this to get you guys to watch is there is a reappearance of the IG unit, and there's this creepy scene with the IG unit where it wakes back up again, but it goes back into kill mode, and it's like, oh shit, because
Hell yeah.
I know it's not IG-88. He's from the original saga, that's IG-11 or something like that. But the IG units, just in general,
they're cool looking,
And they're like, I will shoot everything, like, I love that. So to see him come back, I was like, oh, cool. And I think they're gonna do more with that too. I don't think that's the last we see of him. So, it's a 30-minute episode. the first episode.
Yeah, I saw that.
In and
I
out.
went. I signed on Disney Plus to see. Like, I was like, oh, is it an hour?
I think it's like 37 with an intro outro, so it's like 25 maybe. I don't know.
Did you see that? Patty, is it Jenkins? Is that the who did? Yeah, her and Jon Favreau's movies got shelved. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Taika Waititi's is still in production apparently.
I hate to say it. I think the Marvel Star Wars days are coming to an end already.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I think everyone's feeling the fatigue and the burnout.
Oh my. Yeah, I thought you meant they were gonna split. I was like, oh shit.
No, not at all. Disney's locking that down.
Yeah.
They already have, right? Disney's still gonna pump it, but I think they're not gonna. They're coming to realize they need to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, make things a little more precious.
Make it a little bit more precious. Make people want it more.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I knew this day was coming, and that's why when people are like, "Oh, Ant-Man's not that great," or whatever it may be, it doesn't have to be Ant-Man, but you know what I'm saying. When they say stuff like that, it's like, yeah, sure, but like at some point, this is going to come to an end, and I'll still have those movies to reflect on.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so gung-ho for all of them to come out, because at some point they're going to go back to making, I don't know, shitty zombie films. And it seems like we're about to be in the video game day and age where they're going to do like Prince of Persia, like another one of those, or, like dumb stuff like Tomb Raider. They're going to try to bring that back, and, dumb stuff like that, to where I'm like not super into it.
Yeah. We know Amazon's getting a God of War show.
Not into that at all, personally. I didn't play the game, so I have no.
Yeah, and it is like one of those things where I'm like, man, that game like just happened. Like that's kind of how I felt about Last of Us. I was like, I don't really need this show. I just played that game. Like
they're not.
It's like I'm open to the idea of it, but I'm like, don't need it. Don't
only
need
2
it
games in too, so yeah.
It just seems kind of like unnecessary.
Yeah.
Now, if you were asking if I wanted like an F-Zero movie or like a Star Fox movie, like, something that's like hasn't been around in a minute, like, oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, like, and then we get a new game, like give us a Metroid movie.
Yeah, a Zelda live action would be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to print money, make a Zelda movie.
Yeah.
Make a Zelda show. You don't even like, yeah, if fucking or fudging Amazon is going to spend $1 million or whatever, $1 billion on a Lord of the Rings show. Do Zelda, someone put up $1 billion for Zelda.
Real quick, did either of you watch the new Ninja Turtles trailer?
That's what I was going to bring up at the beginning of the show. I watched it twice because I watched it once on mute. And I was like, hard pass. This movie looks stupid.
Really?
And then, and then I watched it with sound on, and I was like, all right, I want to see it again.
Star Fox in that style of animation would be
that'd be sick.
So sick.
That would be super sick.
Yeah. In that same style of animation. I really like the animation style.
Like you know what I didn't like though is that they're very clearly like 11. Like I was like, dude, I want like a ninja, but I'm like, all right, little prequel where they're like coming up. Like again, without the sound, I was just
you put the sound on, Jerry. Screw it.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't want to watch this. But the cast looks cool. Like, yeah.
It's crazy that Nickelodeon has the rights since the last cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, baby. It's even an interesting take on the music.
Yeah.
New York Jerry.
Let's try that again, but with ninja stars. Hey, why do we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head? Stop talking, you're ruining my concentration.
You're fine, chill. He's gonna die.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that? Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
What the heck are those things? They look like little Shreks to me.
Oh, we've prepared our whole lives for this.
Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yeah. Nice little Ace Ventura reference.
well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah.
It's like more like it's just nicer.
It rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
Ooze.
It's nice, right? It's ooze.
Jackie Chan.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, I again
You can't change.
without
It's
when
annoying.
it was just muted. I was like, I don't want a kid turtle movie. That looks stupid. But I actually kind of feel that I'm like, it seems like a good cast. They seem to have they all seem to have their own kind of personality
And kids love to watch kids.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know that from just doing Heligrip. Like,
Yeah.
your AM team's always going to be popping because kids like to watch kids. So it makes sense that, to me, a little bit, that it's a kid's, Yeah, and especially you get this generation addicted. They're going to keep watching as it goes.
And that does kind of mean that even if this is even remotely a success, they've got to crank out 2 or 3 immediately because those kids are going to stop sounding like that pretty soon. Yeah, exactly like that. So I do think that this might be the Turtles for a minute. That we might get 3 or 4 of these movies. Yeah.
Or it could be so popping that they're like, let's do another live action.
That's what I'm hoping. It's again, I love Turtles. I always will. That's why I'm again, and this is so
but the last
selfish
live
of
action,
me,
Nick, sucks.
No, 100%. But it's again, I just want it to be well, let's try to do it right. Let's let's do something completely different. You know what I mean? I'm not saying give us the Waddles or anything like that, but give us at least this is a period of Turtles where it's oh, we didn't really see that when they're not quite, the Turtles, but they're also not babies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also, dude, give us the last Ronin. That'd be sick.
But just the reason I brought that up, though, I just thought that style of art could really work for some other stuff, too. I just like that style of art. I thought it was really cool looking.
It's got that kind of stop animation, even though you can tell it's CG. It almost looks like the Isle of Dogs or that other Fantastic Mr. Fox movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
They figured out a way to do that stop animation without having to pay for stop animation.
Yeah. It does look like Isle of Dogs a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I also saw that apparently that new Alien movie that still doesn't even have a name, that's directed by the Evil Dead guy, I think begins filming this month. So new Alien movie within the next couple of years.
When we say Alien, are they picking up off of Prometheus Alien with David or no David?
To my understanding, this is the one that's Alien 5. This is I could be wrong, but I think this is the one that takes place on Earth, and then Ridley is doing the Prometheus one. So technically,
Sigourney?
2 Alien movies. I don't know. I think there's nothing. We don't even have the name for this new one other than the guy by the Evil Dead. But I think it takes place on Earth.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just throwing this out there. If they no and voided 4, because in Hollywood it seems like with Halloween and stuff they love to no and void right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they no and void 4 and be like, this is the one that comes after 3.
I would love that.
Or even 2, because 3 is bizarro on its own, where they're in the jail and all that with the alien dog.
You know what'd be crazy is if they let's even just say they Sigourney wakes up and Sigourney's aged now, right? And she wakes up in a pod and it's oh, that was all just a dream. You've been in a coma this whole time. And it's you could retcon 3 that way. And it's yeah, you crashed your ship. Newt is now 50 something. You're in your 70s and you've been in a coma this entire time. And then just pick it up from there. I'd also be fine with that. I would love for Sigourney to come back. But having said that, I also really like 3. I think 3 is a good movie. I get that it's not for everyone though.
Yeah. Which one? 3?
Yeah.
3 is more like 1. It's just
there's this one. I'll try to find it, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's this one poster I saw for 3 that is one of the most amazing xenomorph images I've ever seen. It's so sick.
2 was just so good that by the time 3 came out, people were like, "What is this?" Because you were so built up off of 2 being this action-packed film.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna watch anything that's aliens. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I haven't since 4. I haven't been upset with one of them. I don't count Aliens vs Predators. Those are out.
Yeah.
No.
And even then, I can put those on and just be like, oh, I like the way the xenomorphs move, and I like seeing predators fight. They're terrible movies, but I could watch a scene of a predator fighting an alien and be sick.
it's they make the stupidest mistakes with these films, and the biggest mistake is we just want to see xenomorphs the way they're supposed to look. Stop humanizing them.
Yeah.
They did it in 4. They did it even in Covenant. It's like, dude, I don't need that. Just give me xenomorphs.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. We somehow we could go into I could go into aliens almost every episode we do. Somehow I find a place.
Easy. Yeah, it's easy.
It's like Aliens, Planet of the Apes. What will 2B somehow turn it into?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel we've done a hot minute show here tonight, boys.
For real, yeah.
We're at 2 hour mark. Yeah, we should wrap it up.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Was there anything else I wanted to mention? It was Turtles, Alien movie. I could have swore there was one. It was like a trailer or something. Nah, none of these tabs. I don't know. I think
that's
it.
Nick. I hate to say it. Always, I've gotten better at it. There was a couple of stupid Instagram things. One of them was that Oreo thing I sent to you guys. We don't need to discuss. Actually, that wasn't even real. Addie broke me off and ruined that for me.
Yeah, that was PR. I remember
stupid.
That. Yeah.
Always put it in our group Discord, because then it's there for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything you find.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our apologies for missing last week. We made it this week a day late. Yeah. You boys have anything else?
I don't think so. Gonna finish Trigon. I got halfway through that last Trigon.
I'm 3 episodes away from, and I might even, once we end this in a second, I might even hop on and watch Chainsaw Man. I'm getting close to my discussion on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then this is literally the last thing I'll say. I did finish season 2 of Evil Dead, and it's great. I'm really looking forward to start.
Put that on the Discord for next week.
Yeah. And again, with that thing, I want you guys to watch it, so I won't even go into season 1 is great. Season 2 is even grosser and even better. You could tell it's oh, they've got some money now. And so season 2 is way more bombastic than season 1. And so I'm hoping that season 3 is even better. I'm really digging it. I haven't been playing that game. But
and Bruce Campbell's amazing, I'm assuming.
Dude, he's the best. Watching this show, I'm like, dude, how is he not a bigger star? Bruce Campbell is fucking amazing. The whole cast is amazing in it. Everyone shines.
He's so good.
Yeah.
So
Personal
good.
hero of the show. Bruce, we'd love to have you on.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week with more stuff.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what's coming out or whatever, but we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
65. Maybe we'll talk about 65. I want to see that. Or 64, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I'm going to try to see that. That. We'll talk about that, Nick, for sure.
Good point.
Hell yeah.
Nothing else, right? We're good? Yeah.
And I'll watch Mando. Mando and 65, maybe.
Yeah, I should probably actually watch Mando after this, huh? Damn. Good point, Nick D. All right, dudes and dudettes. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button.
Go watch Talking Shit with McMasher.
Oh.
Look out for Sadooey show.
Yeah, we're working on that. Last thing I'm going to say, and I'm literally going to press the end button so Nick can't even say anything. Go subscribe to Nick on Twitch. What is it?
Oh.
Is it Dr. Doombot?
Zeros instead of O's. In Doom, but there's an O in bot.
Dr.
Zeros
Doombot.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Zeros
you pulling it up?
instead of O's in Doom.
Go subscribe to Nick D's Twitch channel, whatever.
I figured out how to save the VOD, and tonight I was going to hook up the camera and see what that is. What that's like.
And start watching Nick D's journey to Evo. And we'll talk more about that next week. We're going to leave it off on a cliffhanger here.
Exactly.
But go subscribe to
we're
Nick
on the
D.
path.
He's going to start fucking turning on the camera and streaming live. Street Fighter, Guilty Gear.
Street Fighter Trials, learning hitbox.
All the different stuff. So check that out. All right, boys and girls. Oh, Jerry, great. You put that in there. Perfect. All right. Everyone have a great night.